How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Sunday, September 24th, 2017. Kind of a cold and drizzly morning out there, so I wasn't able to take the camera out, but I'm gonna tape it to the dashboard and do a little dash cam video into Netherlands. Okay, and we're off. So yeah, man, I just wanted to make a video today, talk about some stuff. Thought it would be a good idea to do a little dash cam since the weather is the way it is. So yeah, just going down here to Netherlands this morning to pick up some flyers from a friend of mine for my stepdad's memorial coming up next Saturday. So I'm gonna pick up some flyers and distribute them to some bulletin boards around the area. Get everybody to come down to the memorial. So yeah, I was watching the news this morning, man. A bunch of crap going on as usual. You know, like yesterday I was talking about the national anthem thing, right? NFL. That's really going on again today. They're really all over that this morning. Not talking much about the cleanup efforts in Texas or nothing, just yeah, the crappy NFL players. They're playing over in England. They wouldn't like, there was a bunch of them that wouldn't kneel on both teams. It was pretty funny, man. They wouldn't kneel for the national anthem, but they did stand up for God Save the Queen. What a bunch of crap, man. It's all, you know, it's all a fucking psyop. Total bullshit fucking psyop going on to divide and conquer. You know, President Trump comes out and says, you know, these guys should be fired if they're not gonna respect our national anthem. You know, they should be fired from the NFL. As if they could possibly fire them for that. What are you gonna do, Trump? Sign an executive order? You're all fired. Anybody who doesn't stand up for our national anthem is fired. Yeah, and I was also, you know, I watched a video this morning about the cleanup efforts down in Texas, and man, it's going bad, man. They were talking about, in this video, he was talking about barges, you know, FEMA barges they look like ships inside with but inside it looks just like a prison. It's like just exactly like a cell block in a prison, and that's where they're gonna put people to protect them, to people that have been displaced. You know, they're saying in the video, man, don't go onto any boat by FEMA because you'll probably never come off. So yeah, like I was saying yesterday, man, people are disappearing, you know, just like they did in FEMA, just like they did in Katrina, you know. People are disappearing and they're never going to be seen again, man. It's terrible, but it's going on, and they're not covering it in the news. All they're busy talking about in the news is all the fucking bullshit that's going on, like the fake fucking attempt to overturn Obamacare. It's bullshit. It's not even, you know, it's just fucking country dinner theater is all it is, man. They're never going to overturn Obama. And the tax reform thing they're talking about big time this morning. You know, they're not gonna reform the taxes. They're just, it's just everything that Trump's doing is just a fucking bullshit. Just like every other president before him, man. It's all a soap opera, man. It's just I can't believe people actually believe this shit. You know, this whole war against Korea is just a show, man, to stir up a bunch of shit, cause a bunch of damage, you know, destroy, kill off a lot of people. It's just so horrible when I look at it all. They just go on and on and on about it in the news. They won't ever talk about anything fucking that's real or important. It's all just what's fake. It's really just depressing, man, because, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, if I was going to move out of this area, where would I want to go to, you know? Where would I move to? This guy with this trailer is killing me. And I'm thinking, you know, there really is no place in America today that's safe. As far as I'm concerned, man. I was thinking maybe move down south to warmer climates, you know. It's fucked down there, man. It's going to continue with their agenda of pushing people out with storms, flooding them out, hurricanes, earthquakes, whatever they can do to cause natural disasters, because that's what they're going to use to really destroy the population of America, man. Their HAARP weather control, causing earthquakes. It's really, really fucking scary, man. It really is. I see it coming. It's happening. You know, like I said yesterday, man. There's going to be. I'm afraid they're going to really use their weather control this winter to really cause a lot of problems, man. And you know, it's going to get really cold. There's going to be a lot of snow. Probably going to be, you know, the price of fuel is going to go through the roof. The price of anything to heat your home, and people aren't going to be able to afford it, man. It's going to. There might even be shortages and outages where people have no power. People have no way of heating their homes, and FEMA's going to come to the rescue, and more people are going to end up disappearing. So yeah, it's really bad news going on these days, man. It really is. All the shit that we've been worried about for years and years is all. It looks like it's all coming down right now, man. This year, man, it's like all the shit that we've been dreading ever since I started waking up, like around the crash of 2008. That was a big wake-up call for me. The market crash, and then the BP oil spill happened. That was another big wake-up call. That really got me thinking about things. You know, you don't hear nothing about that anymore either. Now, what's going on with that? Did they ever get that cleaned up? What happened to all the money? They never talk about it. They never talk about Fukushima. They never talk about all these things, you know. Hurricane Katrina. Now they're not talking much about Hurricane Harvey. I guess Hurricane Maria just fucking devastated the island. I mean, it's fucked up Puerto Rico. But only 10 people were killed. It's kind of weird. It pretty much devastated the whole island. Almost every single home on the island was affected, but not really a word about it. I mean, people haven't. Only 10 people died in that, which is good. I'm not complaining about it. But I was watching this morning. Geraldo Rivera was down there this morning in Puerto Rico, because I guess he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Riqueño. Geraldo, he's a Puerto Rican Jew. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this morning. You know, the fucking bullshit, man. This whole NFL divide and conquer psyop, man. They're talking about how, you know, a lot of people are upset about this because, you know, they're disrespecting our flag. A lot of people in the country, like the majority of Americans, are really upset about it, and you know, they're going to quit watching the game. That's what they're saying. Yeah, the NFL's revenue is going to really get hurt over this, and you know, people are going to quit watching, and they're saying their ticket sales are going to go down. You know, like as if I give a fuck about that, man. Fuck the NFL and their billionaire owners. You know, it's a bunch of multi-millionaires being controlled and owned by a bunch of billionaires. Really, that's all it is a rich man's form of slavery. You know, as far as I'm concerned, after last year's Super Bowl, man, that was the most rigged fucking thing I'd ever seen in my life, man. I mean, I've seen some rigged shit in my life, but last year's Super Bowl was fucking horrible, man. Because I was really rooting for Atlanta. And then it looked like there was no way they could lose. And I guess, what was it? The Patriots scored like 27 points in the fourth quarter. The most amazing comeback in Super Bowl history. fuck you, man. I ain't buying it, man. It was all rigged. You could just see it, man. So many people pointed it out, how Atlanta just totally went against all, you know, conventional football strategy with their plays, like going forward on 4th down and then getting sacked, and it was like 4th and 20, and they went. It was just, and they were ahead by 20-something points, and they went forward on 4th down. It was no way in hell, man, that any conventional wisdom in football would have done that. So yeah, it was rigged. So as far as I'm concerned, the NFL is just a bullshit, rigged propaganda show, man. That's all it is, man. Divide and conquer. They're using it because so many people are all caught up into it. You know, most of your the majority of Americans are all caught up into the NFL. So yeah, it's like, it's an easy way of pitting people against each other, you know. Just over their people will fight with each other just over their football teams, man. That's how stupid people are. They will actually, you know, split people up and divide them up just over that. So that's why they do it. That's why they love sports in this country, man. It's a big distraction. It's a way of you know, a natural tribalism that we have in our instinct. They use sports to, you know, to fulfill our natural tribal instinct, you know. And it's just fake and phony. And that's all it is, man. It never, you know, before the early 1900s, there was no such thing as professional sports. But they, you know, it was all set up to get the people all caught up in, you know, get the men caught up into sports and the women caught up into their soap operas and other distractions. And so people would, you know, just be so, you know, caught up in that they, you know, they're not really caring about what's really going on in the world. So yeah, fuck the NFL. I hope they do go bankrupt, but it ain't gonna happen because it's all bullshit and phony. All this drama in the news this morning and all week about it, you know, and it's been going on for a couple of years now. Every year the same shit, this bullshit. They won't kneel, they won't stand up for the national anthem. Divide and conquer bullshit psyop. So anyways, we made it here to Ned. I'm gonna stop talking now, so thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. You're gonna have to wait in the car, Dingo. You looking at that dog? You looking at that dog? You're gonna have to wait in the car again, Dingo. Sorry. It's like, I don't give a shit.